Alright guys, I'm in the kitchen. I've been, my camera went dead today. So just to kind of finish up today, we had the granddaughter over. That was Abby, and we harvested potatoes, we harvested the kohlrabi. Here's a kohlrabi in my sink right now. You can see that. I got some nice pieces of kohlrabi here. I got several real big ones. And so with the kohlrabi, you can actually eat the leaves too. So I had cut the leaves out, washed them off, dried them out. And I got two gallon bags of the leaves, and I'm gonna clean these off, and I'm gonna bag them, get everything in the fridge. And then I got some quail eggs sitting here, if you can see here. Quail eggs. I'm going to make some pickled quail eggs tonight. I got a customer that wants a couple of jars, so I just collected this. This is today's eggs today, and collected this today. And it might be there's 2 days, yesterday and today, and so I'm going to make those. So I'm going to show you how I'll make those, and that'll kind of sum up this video. Very productive day today, and so let me get some things out. Let me get some. I'm gonna get the. While I'm cleaning that, I'm gonna start getting the water boiling for the eggs. All right. So one of the first things you do when you're doing the eggs, you got to be rinsed off. And I take my time, and I rinse. I kind of grab two in my hand and run them under the water, and kind of, and they kind of poof off of it. And then they look nice, and look nice and clean. Is that correct? Four. Got to count them, see how many jars I'm going to be making. Okay, 81 eggs. So I need to go look out there and see if there's a few more. 20 of them fill up a jar, and sometimes it takes maybe 21, sometimes 22. So it depends on the size of the eggs. If you get a couple of big ones in one, it's going to take 20. If they're all little, it might take 22. Maybe sometimes 23. So I'm going to run out there right now to see if there's a few more eggs. They could have laid a few more. Let me collect them, and I'll be right back. Okay, just 2 more. So that gives me 83 eggs. So I'll just divide it up. That's just the way it'll be divided up. I usually tell people anyway, there's 20 eggs to a jar. All right, so what I do now, I got them all in the water here, and so I'm going to go ahead and put it on high. We can get it boiling. As soon as it starts boiling, I'll set my timer for like 4 minutes, and then I turn it off and I put them in here and cool them off. Sometimes I use ice, sometimes I just cool them off with the water. Now, also, I'll take some vinegar and pour it in the water. It helps soften up the shells. Makes it easier to peel. is. It's starting to boil. So let me set my timer. 4 minutes. And you just kind of just stir them up. Stir them for at least 3 of the minutes. And that puts the yolk in the middle of the egg. This is actually a small batch. I usually got a couple hundred that I do. I'll do 300 in a night. I really need to do it like this because this is the easy. It's easier on me to do it this way. Do about 4 jars. Instead of 10 jars. A lot of times I'll do it's about 10, 12 jars at a time when I go to do it. The eggs, they lay so many eggs, you can collect the eggs fast. Okay, so there's about 1.5 minutes left. I don't have to stir them anymore. Show you how I set up when I do this. So when you put the vinegar in the water, when you boil it in the vinegar, the shells get real soft. And so on an egg they have the skinny part and the fat part, and the fat part is where there's usually air, and so that's where you want to start. You want to pull from there, and then you can go ahead and real easily peel these. And you say, well, man, you got 83 of these to do? Yes, I do. It doesn't take that long. You get used to it your first time. It's, oh my God, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this many eggs. Okay, but if you put enough vinegar in the water, it peels very, very easy. Okay, and there's no much struggling peeling it, because you see on a quail egg that membrane is very thick, and so it's real easy to tear the egg up. And like I tore this one up a little bit, but it's okay, it's all right. And all right, so let me get these peeled, and then you will join me when we cook up the pickling solution, and we'll fill the jars. Okay. Okay. I got two eggs left, and I want to kind of show you, maybe close up how they peel, because they can be tricky to peel a little bit. Okay, so let me focus down on here a little bit. Let's see if I can zoom in on it some, make it a little bigger. Okay, so you have the pointy end and the round end, and this is where they have air. So this is the spot where you want to start. So I'll go ahead and crack it there. Okay, so now the membrane in here is very, very thick. So you got to kind of grab it and make sure you pinch it enough to get it up. Then when you get it, okay, let's see, let me get it up, because it's there it is. Okay, so when I start with this, what you want to try to do is when you get it peeling, use your other finger to hold it, because you don't want it to flap back down. When it flaps back down, sometimes you mess up the egg trying to pick it up again. And so you just hold it like you pull some, and you always want to really try to get a nice chunk of it up. You don't want it to start getting this real little thin, fine piece of like your row that you go when you're going around. You don't want it to start getting small. You want to keep it large, so that it comes off. And I just rinse it off in the sink. Yeah, rinse it off. I'm gonna throw it in my container. So I got one more to do. I'll show it to you again. I'll go ahead and crack it on the bottom, and you get a feel for it. You develop a feel for it, is what happens. And now see, that broke off. See, that's a bad thing, because you could have a hard time pulling that membrane up. So this is good that you're seeing this one. This one's a little tougher. It's not allowing me to pull a lot up at a time. See, it's breaking, but oh. There it goes. There it goes. So I had a hard start, but then it wound up working out. Okay. All right, I got the eggs peeled. All right, the next step now is to cook up the pickling, what they call it, the pickling sauce, I guess. I don't know. All right. Okay, guys. I thought I had pressed the record, and I didn't. This is the stuff I'm using. Get it from Walmart, and there's 4 refills in here, 4 bags. And I use 1 bag per jar. These are 16-ounce jars. Okay, and so I got 4 bags, and I put it in the pot, and I put half a cup of water and a half a cup of vinegar for each jar. So I got 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar in here, and I poured the 4 packets in and bringing it to a boil. So while I'm doing that, I've done washed these out, hot water, and you don't have to have these sterilized like you do when you're canning. Okay, it don't have to be that way. But let me go ahead and fill these up. I'm going to stop at 20 and see what I have left at the end, and see which one might need it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Might need the extra ones. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's one extra. I'll put it in that one. It looks like it needs it. Okay, so we got 20 in each one. And one of them has 21. Okay, it's boiling. All right, so I can cut it off. And now, one thing I want to do, I'll make 2 hot and 2 mild. So I'll put a heaping teaspoon of cayenne and two of them. And the other 2 will be mild. Alright, so I'll go ahead and pour this almost to the brim. Now what I do next is I come in here because there's a bunch of the spice and peppers and stuff in here, and add them in each one. I try to divide it up pretty evenly. Some could get more, but when it's all said and done, you can't tell. A little bit. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the tops on. tight. And hot too. You can see the ones that have the extra cayenne. And there you have it. I have four jars I made. And now the next thing I do is I put a date on it so that I know when it was done. Let me go get my tape and my. What I do, I just take a small little piece of this is a painter's tape. There you have it. Anyway, all right guys, I just want to show you everything I did for today, and so you guys, you be blessed. I'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.